Hello, once again, everybody. We want to welcome you back to the Properties and Peoples podcast. I'm Jeff Pierce with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Fernleaf Group, and we're going to spotlight a business today, a good friend of mine's business, Barnes Marine Service. And I have Larry Barnes here with me. How you doing, Larry?
Good to see you, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you as always. You're a great guy. We've been friends for a long
Long
time.
time.
And I know I did some video work for you back in the beginning,
Yes,
I
you did.
believe.
Yep.
And we kind of got going and made a TV show and everything
We
with
did.
that. So,
You did. You
yeah.
did. The videos that you did for us back in the day kind of helped kick our business off with those drone footages and stuff that you did, and then that talk show documentary that we did was
Right.
really a big hit. COVID just got in the way of that, and we didn't get to work anymore on that.
Right, but you know what? We're going to do it again, aren't
That's right.
we?
Pretty soon.
We've been talking this up too, and folks, what it is, it's a TV show called River Life: The Rest of the Story,
Yep.
and Larry's going to be the host of the show, and he's going to be talking to retired riverboat captains. And I tell you what, you're going to hear some stories. I can promise you that.
You will.
And so be watching that on our social media page and on Larry's social media page when we get that rolling. This little talk show. You're going to love it, so be sure to check out what day and time it's all going to air. So, Larry, I know you just had a ribbon cutting,
We did.
but before you get to that ribbon cutting, tell me where you started your business at, what location to where you are today.
Well, Jeff, I can take you back a little further than that. I started my river career in May of '81 on the river. So through the years of the last 40-something years, held various positions in the river industry and worked our way in and learned the knowledge of what goes on and what it takes out there to operate towboats and the sporting side of it as well too. So probably in about 2015, through some prodding of some people we knew that approached us about getting into this side of it for us, grocery supplies and the things that those kind of entities offer for the river industry. That's what we started doing. So in 2015, we took off, started doing that. So from there till currently, as 11 years ago, we started out just basically hauling groceries, and then it grew. About 2019, we had some towboat industry companies that wanted to reach out to us hauling their supplies and start warehousing those. That's about 2019 we started that, took off of that, and it's just grown since. And we started out over behind Ruth Brothers Liquors on Clarks River Road where we started out.
Okay.
Then we moved right on down the street, a year later to used to be the old Froggy's building. You hear a lot of stories from people coming in and talk about their old days there when it comes to those things. And so we've grown that, and then that was about a 4,500 square foot building, and now we was blessed to purchase this building on 1201 North 6th Street. It's about a 16,600 square foot building and office space and warehouse. So it's really going to enhance what we do. We've already, God's blessed us with so many opportunities. And since we've opened that up a little over a month ago, we're seeing more responses coming to us and want to open up, do more for the river industry.
Gotcha. Well, I tell you folks, just a little inside, they don't just deliver groceries. They deliver groceries to towboats.
Yep.
And they tie up to that thing, those barges, the towboats, while it's going down the river, and they're delivering all these groceries, equipment, whatever the case may be. Like you said, they've grown into this, and it's not a 9-to-5 job. So, kind of tell me, how often are you out on the water, you and your crew?
We're midstream operations, what that is, Jeff, and we're mobile. We'll go all over from Cape Girardeau down to New Madrid on the Mississippi River with our vessels, with our boats that we have. Lower Ohio River, Tennessee and Cumberland Rivers. So it's 7 days a week, and it's 12, 14, 15-hour days. I'm not as much out on the river as I used to be. We've got some good crews, boys working for us. My son's starting to take over more of the operations side of it, and I'm helping him and going out with him. I miss being out on the boats out there like I used to be, because that one-on-one rapport you have with the cooks and the captains and the mates and all those on those boats. But it's every day. It's an everyday thing. It's 7 days a week. It don't matter if it's 0 outside or 100 degrees, or if it's pouring down rain or whatever. You're going to deal with it. And I think a lot of folks that follow us on our social media page will see us shoveling boat ramps in the wintertime. It's just what you got to do to get the job done. So we just high water, low water, and they all got their different niches that you got to overcome to get it done. So
Well, I'm glad you brought up your social media page, because Yeah, and if you're not on that Barnes Marine Service on Facebook, go to that and check out these pictures he's talking about. I mean, there'll be pictures from on the boats herself and friends that Larry or his crew's been running into that Larry's known for several years,
Sure.
clearing those icy boat ramps. I mean, a lot of times we just take things for granted,
Hmm.
and we don't understand what really goes on. I'm going to say basically behind the scenes.
Oh, a lot.
And not only are you on the water that much, your phone is ringing all the time, isn't it?
When you're having a busy day, that phone that we use for the towboats calls, you'll get over 100 phone calls a day easily, you know. So, and that's from about 5 in the morning to about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and some through the middle of the night, not many, but we've got enough. We've been out there long enough that the guys on the boats and the gals on the boats know that they're going to get a call from us at their watch time change in the afternoon. That way, it puts them to rest. Every once in a while you have ones, hey, I hadn't heard from you yet, you know, I was sorry we missed you, but you know, we reach out to them. We're proactive in the mornings and in the nighttime. You can plan your day out that night at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and promise you this, by 5 o'clock the next morning, it's going to change.
It's different,
so
isn't
it's
it?
a different, moving targets all the time.
I understand that. I understand. So this is a family business. Tell us
It
about
is.
your son and your daughter and what they're doing.
I've got 3 children. Two of my children are in the business, John and River, my daughter. So John, I'll tell you a funny story. Back when he was in high school, well, before he was in high school, he was helping on the boats and running boats. And as we started growing, needed to get insurance. He was about 16 or 17, and our insurance company said, "Well, we can't insure him." I said, "Well, you better, because he's got about 5 years worth of experience already under his belt." But so far, he's started taking over operations. He'll call the crews in, manage the crews, talk to our vendors. He's calling our customers on the towboats and coordinate logistics on those side of things. So he's really took on a good role. He's impressive for a 20. He's my son. I'm partial to him, but
Right.
he's good for a 22-year-old young man. River, same way. She's currently going to West Kentucky Tech for a 2-year business degree. We've transitioned her in. She's kind of got the capability of doing about everything. She's had no choice. She's been out on the boat. She's been in the office. She's run the forklifts. There's not much she hadn't done either, filing and billing. So those two seem to be getting a good grasp of it for young adults and doing a good job. We're proud of them.
Good deal. Good deal. So what is your average employee? How many staff members do you have?
Right now there's about 11 employees that we have currently, and as the business has continued to grow, we're looking for employees and stuff, and seem like the sky's the limit with the opportunities that we have. I think they're continually every day with leads of need this done or that done, and so currently 11 employees right now.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your business. And do you have any advice for people just starting up a business, or some that have been in just for a little while, and kind of tell them what your advice would be to be successful?
It's kind of funny you say that. I didn't expect that question, but I'm reading.
Sorry about that.
That's a good question. I'm reading a Bible study right now talking about your dreams, and if you're not dreaming big, you're not giving God credit. So
Makes sense.
it's going to take. This is a God-given dream, and you need to trust and rely that He's going to take it to the next level. So, to the young entrepreneurs out there that really want to get started in a business, so many will get started and then they give up 6 months down the road or something. You just can't quit. You can't give up. And trust me, I've been told no more times than you can count. So just got to push through. Have faith in God and just never give up.
Can't ask for better advice than that. I'm telling you, that's perfect.
Amen.
That's perfect. Well, Larry, we're going to get off here, but we're going to see you back in the studio doing some talk shows.
Absolutely.
With your buddies from the river.
Looking forward to
Retired
it.
boat captains. And I promise you, once again, folks, you don't want to miss it.
Might have to edit some of the conversations every once in a while.
We'll probably end up editing it. Or beeping somewhere, But, it's their life on the river. They had a good time doing it. They're proud of it. They're proud of themselves, and made a good living at it. So I'm excited about getting started on that.
Jeff, you're doing a good job. Keep up what you're doing. I love the story behind you here yourself, how you worked here years ago, and now you own this place. So that's a success story in itself. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Larry.
Good to see you.
You're an awesome man, and I know we'll be talking later on this week. We talk all the time. So, and we want to thank you for joining us once again for the Properties and Peoples podcast. We will see you next Thursday at 7 a.m.